All right, we're live. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I just got out of the shower, so I don't stink as much as I did before. But you wouldn't know that, so I don't guess it really matters to you. Uh, I was going to do laundry today, but I got it all bagged up here, and this truck stop I'm at's got two washing machines. So on a Sunday afternoon, you can imagine. As you can imagine, that was a lost cause trying to wash clothes on a Sunday. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I got the truck running. It's humid out. I just got out of the shower. I ain't trying to sweat, but I know sometimes I can tune it down a little bit. Here, we'll do it like that. Let me get this second phone rolling here. I always like to get the second phone rolling. As usual, technology's fighting me. We'll get it figured out. We'll get it. Yeah, I'm here in Virginia. It's a madhouse here at this truck stop. I was parked about 4 spots to my right, and I came out of getting a shower, and I seen this spot was open, and I said, I'm moving, because they're going to keep parking right here on the end until I couldn't have got out in the morning. And I was parked next to a Swift guy that was pulled up about 10 feet further than where he should have been. His trailer was like at the curb. And I'm like, dude, your tandems are all the way forward. You need to come back about 10 more foot. So I wasn't trying to get blocked in. I got to leave out early in the morning. Or I want to leave out early in the morning. Yeah, I mean, I got one delivery I got to make tomorrow. And I want to get that joker done early. And I want to get on to the, my next first delivery Tuesday is super early. So I definitely want to get to that bad boy. Definitely want to make that happen. Let's see who all came in today. Everybody hit that thumbs up button for me. I appreciate that. K-Save in the house. First in the house. All right. K-Save is on the ball today. Captain Flatbed. Yes, sir. He's in the house. Trucker Wild TV. Everybody check out Trucker Wild TV. Got some good content. Lone Star Transport in the house. Thank you. Captain Flatbed says sounds great. All right. Yeah, I appreciate that. I often wonder if you can hear me or not, but then I go back and rewatch them and it sounds fine. So I just let it ride sometimes. I do have the reefer on start and stop. So, but I never hear the reefer in the video. So, but yeah, we got us a real madhouse going on here. Let's see here. Captain Flatbed. Sounds great. Thank you, Captain Flatbed. GI Man Transport. Straight cash. All right. Have a glitch there. I don't know what was going on with that. Y'all getting that on your end? I'm assuming, because my second phone here is stuck on a weird face. I love the faces that it sticks on sometimes, though, man. I have to screenshot those bad boys. You're like, or something like that. Robbie Walker, loud and clear. Thank you. Appreciate that. Troy Law. I think Troy Law may be new in here. Thanks for coming in, Troy. I appreciate everybody. 12 in the house, 3 likes. Let's get those likes up if we could. I mean, you don't got to. I'm not like begging for it, but please. No. Captain Flatbed says, 2:30 roll time. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's trucking right there. I'm going to get up at, my first delivery is about 2 hours from here. And I'm going to get up. I got to be there at 8 o'clock. I stay on Central Time. Like my real appointment's 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I don't mess with all that back and forth. I just adjust the time. I got to be there at 8 in the morning. So, about 2 hours away. So, I probably need to leave here at about 6, no later than 6, and that would be like pulling up like right on time. But we are going to a major grocery distribution chain, and I ain't trying to show up late. So I'm going to leave at 5. I'm going to give myself an hour, But then I'm going to throw on another 30 minutes on top of that. So I'm probably going to get up at around 4, be on the road by about 4:30. They do have a parking lot I can go park in if I show up early. But my truck, coming through the West Virginia Turnpike today, my truck was throwing me the check engine light for needing a regen. But I was nowhere near anywhere I could park. So I was like, I'm just going to drive it. I had about 40 more miles to go to get to this Love's. And I said, well, I'm just going to drive it the 40 miles. Well, the thing went off saying it needed a regen. It went off. So now it won't do a regen. But I got a feeling in the morning when I start down the road, it's going to come back on and go, hey, you need to do a regen. Because it done this to me once before. It said it needed one. I drove it a little farther than it liked, I guess, trying to find a place to do one. And then it went away, and then later on in the day, it came back. So, it is what it is. You gotta love these DEF regen systems and all. But yeah, we got some madhouse parking here at this Love's. Oh, excuse me. So, like I said, I was parked over there, and it was a pretty good spot, but they're already parking 2 past the parking spots right now. And when I went to pull out to get around that Swift truck that's not back in all the way, I was like, it was a little tight getting out. And I said, if another one parks there in the morning, tail swing will be a problem. Like when I go to pull out, I'm going to have to cut so sharp that I'd be afraid, because I got my axles all the way up. I'd be afraid I'd get over into the truck on my right. So when I came out to get in a shower, and I think it was a little bit of karma because I was worried about parking there, and I was like, maybe I should just go on down the road. But then I came out, and there was one more parking spot somebody just pulled out. I was like, I'm going to grab that real quick because there's a guy in there trying to do laundry, and he was going to let me use one of the washing machines, but he clearly had 2 loads, and I was like, I'm not out of laundry. Just go ahead and do both of them. That way, you don't have to sit here twice as long to do laundry. So I think that was instant karma coming back to help me. Let's see here. Where we at? Troy Law says, let's talk money. Come on. What you got to talk about money, Troy? What's on your mind? Let's talk. I love talking money. I could talk money all day long. I'm on a really good load right now, money-wise. It's a pretty sweet little setup I got right here. I'll do a video about it. It's in the upper $3 a mile range. It weighs 20,000 pounds. It's 4 stops, but 13,000 pounds comes off at the first stop. So gonna be pretty sweet. I'm glad I thought of that. Hang on, let me leave myself a note to get some freaking EFS checks. Oh man, because I will forget that, and I think I got 1 or 2 left right now. So, and I got them all, boy. I got the food lines. I got the, you know what I mean. I know I am gonna need them bad boys. Here we go. Get EFS, and we'll put that somewhere where we can't miss it. We'll put it right up here, right in front of the CB. There we go. If I go back in this truck stop tonight, I will grab. I'll hit that fuel desk up for a couple, and then when I go in the morning for a cup of coffee, I'll hit them up for a couple more. I don't get by the yard enough to get them from the shop. Normally in the office, she'll give me like 20 at a time, the office lady there, but I just don't get through there enough. And when you do multiple stop refrigerated loads, man, you go through those things like nothing. It's ridiculous. Then we'll try to charge you $2 for a piece of paper that they give for free. I'm like, man, y'all jacked up. Y'all are jacked up. But yeah, come on with it, Troy. I'll always talk about money with you. It's one of those subjects I never get tired of. Mark says, what up? How is the rates? Rates are pretty good right now. Can't speak for everything. I've already got a load booked out of. It's funny because I had my entire month booked. Like in the middle of last week, I'd already booked 3 loads till the end of the month. And you may tell you why I don't like doing that? Because I had one little thing that happened that I could not reschedule. And yeah, there I go. I had to cancel all 3. Not a good idea. But the way I look at it is sometimes you gamble. Sometimes you gamble. But I already got a load booked out of North Carolina. I got to deliver this load. I got 1 stop Monday, 3 stops Tuesday, and I already got a load coming out of North Carolina back to Chicago lined up. Paying okay. Definitely not paying great, but that's why we're getting almost $4 a mile going in. I mean, it's a law of averages. We do. I think. Let's see. I picked this load up in Chicago, so quick math here, going down and straight back. This load is about $3.60 a mile. 360. That load coming out is about $1.80 a mile. So you divide that, that's $2.70 a mile, all miles round trip. Pretty good. Pretty good. You can't get too caught up in the whole like trying to get $3 a mile on everything. Sometimes, and the main reason I'm not complaining, because that $1.80 a mile takes me right back to Chicago, where I just got this load, was $3.60 a mile. So, you know what I mean? The first call I make when I put that North Carolina to Illinois load back to Chicago, as soon as I get that joker on the trailer and I know I'm on my way, I'm calling the people I got this from, and we're going to see if we can do this again next weekend. That's a nice little chunk over the weekend. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. What's everybody else working on? Oh, business school dropout in the house. What's up, brother? I ain't seen you in here in a minute. I assume that means you've been busy. Let's see here. Let's see here what he's got to say. $5 super chat. What was that about? Lolly Sanders. Thank you, Lolly. Appreciate that. I take all that I can get. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Where am I at? Business school dropout says I'm sitting down the road from Mule Creek State Prison with 15 2,000-pound tubs of beef, gooseneck stew meat for 7 a.m. Remind me to stay out of prison. Yeah, that's woo. Tubs of stew meat. Sounds delicious. 15 2,000-pound tubs. Whew. All right. Well, we got to do what we got to do. Skylar Peters, what's up, Cash? Not much. Chilling. Figured I'd hop on here and shoot the breeze for a minute before I call it a day. Let's see here. Captain Flatbed says, who's seeing the better rates in what areas? Flatbed, van, reefer? Man, you know. I don't know. This time of year, I would say, I don't know. Flatbed's hard to compete with because you just ain't got as much competition. You know what I mean? Like, they usually pull a better rate. They're usually working for it, but they usually pull on a better rate. Last week, well, not last week. I did one load last week. The week before, I pulled 2 dry loads and 1 reefer because dry van was paying just as good as reefer was, and You know, when it's paying like that, I'm like, hey, I ain't turning that reefer on for nobody. Like, you got to pay me to turn that reefer on. 14 in the house, 8 likes. Come on, guys, hit that like button. See. Troy Law says, you pulling reefer? Yes, sir. Ralph's in the house. What's up, Ralph? Good evening. Thank you, Ralph. Appreciate you coming in. Troy Law says, if you an owner-operator, get that def deleted. No, sir. You delete that, and you pretty much ruin that engine when you delete it. Most engines that are deleted don't make it 100,000 miles past the delete. Now, I'm not saying that's all of them, but on average, like I know a guy that does delete or used to, and man, yeah, he had a bunch of problems deleting trucks, like because and there's a mechanic on YouTube, TAT Express. You guys check him out. It's TAT, the letter T, A, T Express. Check him out. He's a mechanic down in Dallas, and he's got videos about what happens when you delete a truck. Basically, you up the fuel used, the fuel consumption goes up. You build soot in the engine, and then when the soot breaks loose, it scars the liners in the cylinders, and it goes from there. Then it just starts coming apart. So I'm not a fan of deleting an engine. I think if you want an engine that does not have DEF, buy an engine that was designed not to have DEF. Because deleting these new ones, you create a whole nother world of problems, in my opinion. I've got no problem with the DEF system. Sorry, no lady's texting me. I'm trying to read her text yeah, no, I'm not all about deleting the DEF. I mean, this truck does a regen about every 2 months or so. I end up having to do a regen. For the most part, they go, I pull over, I hit the regen button, 30 to 40 minutes later, I'm done with it, and it's good for, I think the shortest time. Let's see here. Hang on a second, guys. Let me answer this real quick. Okay, let's see. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like from personal experience, I know the guy that owns the carrier I'm leased to, he deleted a couple trucks and had a lot of problems out of those trucks. And then with the guy from the TAT Express explaining what happens when you delete them, and it makes sense. So, I don't know. My last truck, oh my God, I don't know if y'all been with me long enough to know the saga of my last Freightliner. I always say my last truck. My last Freightliner. Oh my God, did I go through it with that truck? Had the EGR took off and cleaned. New DEF filters put in it. New NOx sensor. I mean, you talking about $1,000 bill after $1,000 bill after $1,000 bill, getting it towed to the shop. I mean, it was a mess. It was a mess. So, I mean, I get it. I get why you would delete it, but I think you're better off just, if a truck's having that kind of problems like I did, just get rid of it. Move on. Oh, let's see. Who am I running with? I run with myself. I don't talk about the company I'm leased on to, though. It doesn't benefit me. You know what I mean? Like, they're not recruiting. They only hire in Minnesota. So, they only hire in a real tight area anyway, so it wouldn't help most people. And it would just be some people on there calling and hating, and you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to deal with the hassle of it. Business School Dropout said, have you tried the Pittsburgh Power Fuel Additive for cleaning out soot? I'm on my 2nd gallon. Don't know if it works. Supposed to clean the sensors and exhaust filters. Yeah, Lucas makes something like that as well. Um, let me know. Let me know how that works, because I don't know. See, just what I was afraid of right here. This is why I moved. Let me see if I can spin this around for you. See, they're already parked two past this parking spot. Now this guy right here is going to back in there, and what's going to happen is these guys parked to the right of me are going to have a real tough time getting out in the morning, because that's a lot closer than it looks on this video. I guarantee you, the guy that backed in there beside where I was at, beside that Swift, I guarantee you he can't make that turn now. I get it. Sometimes you got to make your own parking spot, but oh man, it makes me nervous. I hate getting blocked in. So, but I knew somebody else was going to park there. I knew it wasn't going to stop with just those. But yeah, no, I've seen Lucas has a thing you put in. It's like $50 a jug. You put it in, and it's supposed to clean it. I don't know. I'm skeptic of that, because, like, I want to know the science behind it. It's like when somebody tells me, "Oh, do this or do that," I'm like, okay, but I need to know the science behind it. It's like I don't do I don't do folklore, and stuff like that. It's like that Lucas jug. I've read that Lucas jug, and it sounds wonderful, but it don't have any concrete. This is how it works. It's like, our additive performs blah blah blah, and 75% of blah blah blah, and I'm just like, well, that don't tell me jack squat. Like, how does it work? Like, when it goes through my fuel system and out my exhaust, is there magical fairy dust in it that cleans it out? Like, how does it work? But yeah, let me know. Let me know. Business school dropout says Business school dropout says I got a ranch. Yeah, I try to throw those to people that come in pretty regular. I don't expect you to actually do anything. It's just Skylar Peter says, did your truck not allow you to do parked regen if the light isn't on? My 2015 Cascadia allowed me to do it, though it may have been broken. No, mine has to have the flashing. Mine has to have the flashing light on it. It's got to have the flashing check engine light, the yellow one. If the yellow one's not flashing, then it will not do a parked regen. I tried again right here. Let's see, make sure all my brakes are on. It's in neutral. All things I knew that were on anyway. I don't know why I said that. Nah, well, it's no part of a parked regen right now. Yeah, no big deal. I'll do one tomorrow if it needs it done. If it don't, hey, I got away with it. Let's see. Yeah, man. Says Troy, the problem with deleting a truck is having it worked on while out on the road can be a big problem. I run pre-emission truck for this reason and no ELD. Yeah, that's where I would be if I was like refused to have a truck that had a DPF system on it. I would get a pre-emission truck. And when you say pre-emission, I know there's a lot of people that say, like, you say no ELD, so I know yours is probably like a 2000 or 99 or before. But a lot of people don't acknowledge the EGR. I seen a truck ad the other day that said it was a 2003 14-liter Detroit, and it said pre-emission. And I'm like, I wonder if they realize that the EGR is emissions, So, let's see here. But yeah, that's the key. If you really got to have a truck that's not gonna have it, I would just buy one that doesn't have it. Captain Flatbed says $9,800 last week loaded to drop Monday morning for 4,200 and reload drop Tuesday for 1,900. Damn, like, damn. I didn't do nowhere near that good. I sat at the house Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Got my lazy ass up Thursday and went and did a 400-mile load. Basically paid the expenses, for the week. That's pretty good. You can work 1 day a week and cover your truck and fuel and everything. So, and basically that one load covered the truck, the insurance, the maintenance I put back to run that load, and it bought the fuel for this load. So I'm pretty much in the clear on this load. This load, starts the next week. So by the time I get this done Wednesday, I'll be sitting pretty good for the week. I think. I mean, not 9,800 good, but that's why you're the captain. See, I'm just like a corporal. I'm Corporal Reefer over here. I'm not the captain. Oh me. Yeah, that is a nice week right there. You gotta love it when it lines up like that too, man. Just bam, 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 like money, money, money. That's kind of how I had a week that was like 9,600, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago now. And it was like one of the smoothest weeks. It was just like everything like dominoes. You know what I mean? Just butter. And then, like you have weeks where it's, a $5,000 week and you feel like you fought Muhammad Ali in his prime at the end of the week. Oh, Captain Flabbit says, no, I don't mean compare rates. I mean, who's seeing good rates, y'all? A pay going up, down, sideways. Things are pretty steady right now in reefer from what I'm seeing. It's hit or miss. It just depends on the day of the week and like normal. The day of the week, who needs something moved, that type of gimmick. But, rates are good right now. I can live with these. I mean, if rates stayed like this for the next 5 years, you would not hear me complaining. You probably hear me taking a lot more time off and probably retiring early, but you wouldn't hear me complaining. I'll see. Captain Flatbass says he's fishing for info on that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I got my little areas I stick to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not one of these. I'm not one of these like. I go wherever. Like, I got my little areas. Like my go-to is like Minnesota to North Carolina. I feel like nobody wants to run that. Nobody wants to go over the mountains and through the woods and around the curves. And so I feel like that lane typically pays good. So I stick with that a lot. And, Florida, I go Florida a lot. I go like Texas some, New Jersey some, I go out west rarely, like, I go to California maybe once a year. I guess truthfully, I go to California about every 5 years. I don't go to California very often. It's got to be paying really good for me to go to California. I hate the Rocky Mountains. It's beautiful. It's beautiful scenery. It's not made to be trucked by me. It's just not for me. Say what you will. It's just not for me. I'll see. Yeah, man, Transport says, I see rates pulling back a little in reefer. Yeah, I could see that. Still very strong rates, though. Yeah, I could see that. It's leveling off. We got some nice bump up, but yeah, it's starting to level a little bit. I think a lot of it, from what I was looking at on the boards, I think we had a big candy move, for Halloween. I think the last 2 or 3 weeks, I sent a lot of loads that I was assuming were candy loads. Judging by the temperature, judging by like where they were going, where they were coming from. Like I think we had a lot of candy moving. And then you go to the store now, and every 3 aisles of candies there. So I think that's a big jump you had. I think that pushed rates up a lot. Anytime you get like a big flux in any one thing, when Walmart's got three, if you look at the whole store of Walmart, you've got one or two pallets that sit in an aisle. You've got one whole long grocery aisle dedicated to candy. And then usually over like where the costumes are, there'll be more candy. So, that's probably a truckload of candy to every Walmart, every Costco, every, you name them, Kroger, So whenever store needs a truckload of something, that's going to boost the rates. It's just how it is. So I think we were dealing with a little bit of that. And I think our next big one will probably be Thanksgiving. I like the week of Thanksgiving. I really do. I typically work on the week of Thanksgiving just because of the money. Like I think it was the year before last, I took a load to Detroit from Minnesota, a load of turkey. And this was like, I picked it up on the day before Thanksgiving, and it didn't deliver till the day after Thanksgiving. But, man, it was a great paying load. Like 1,200 miles, it was paying like $5,000 or maybe more. But that was a banging week, I did that load, and then I had a load out of there down to Florida for like another 4,500 or something, maybe 4,800. I think I made almost 10 grand that week, and it was not hard running either. So we'll see. Captain Flatbed said, if you delete DEF, you have to bypass the DEF box completely with exhaust, and it's going to be obvious when you smoke like a train. You'll cut the life of the engine pretty substantially to delete. Yeah, that's what the guy was saying over on TAT. If you guys don't have that channel, check him out. He's a mechanic down in Dallas. He owns a shop, very knowledgeable. Does some good videos, like good quality, you know what I mean, like well produced. And he talks about a lot of stuff like that. He's got one he put out today. I got to go check. It's about our DD15's durable engines. So I got to go check that out. I like what he has to say about stuff. But yeah, that's what he was saying about deletes. Like, you change the dynamic of the way the engine was designed, and it does not fare well most of the time. And you got to get it worked on. Business School Dropout said, I hope a Swift truck doesn't take your bumper. I was a little concerned with that when I parked over there. I parked between a Swift and a Western Express. And I was on the phone when I backed in there, and the person I was on the phone with said, oh my God, why would you park there? And I said, well, they're already parked. So maybe in the morning when but then I seen how that Swift truck was parked, and I was like, I got to get out of here. He's going to have me blocked in the morning. And the way the parking lot was, I'm over toward the exit, so I couldn't have made a right-hand turn. I would have had to make a left. And when the guy beside you to the left is pulled up 10 foot further than where he should be, and, they're parked 3 past, and the funny thing is, they're not even close together. These 3 guys that are parked past the lines, they're like 3 foot apart. It's like, dude, like, y'all are seriously going to block somebody in the morning. So, let's see here. Captain Flatbed says, yeah, I'll wake up a dumbass quick. Get them out of the way. I don't park at the crowded spots. Smell like piss and loud. Yeah. There's certain areas of this country that just need more truck stops, man. This area is one of them. Once you start down 77, and you go into North Carolina for Virginia, and then you got to take 74 over to Greensboro, US 52. Man, there ain't a truck stop for 70 or 80 miles. Like, once you cross into North Carolina and you get on 74, there ain't nothing till you get to Greensboro. And I was like, I really wanted to get closer. I mean, I only worked I think I drove 7 hours today. Like, I mean, that's like a half day to me. I was ready to go, but then, like, there's just nowhere to park when you get down there. And the customer does have the lot there, but I was like, I don't know, by the time I get there, will there be a spot? Because it's not a huge lot. I looked at it on Google Maps, and it looked like, I don't know. It looked like it had maybe 10, 12 spots. I'm trying to see. I don't know if I can zoom that. Oh, cool. I can zoom that. Oh, but did I? What the heck? I'm trying to see what this guy in this hot shot's doing up here. Oh my God, this never works right. Anyway, let me get back to what I was doing. This guy in his hot shot's been trying to back in up here for 15. But see, that's another spot where they block them in. See these guys right here? I'll let this guy go by. But see, like this road right here, those guys right there, in the morning where this guy's parked, there'll be 3 or 4 parked right there. 3 or 4 wide, and then they'll park back to back coming out this way. So that's why I didn't park over there, because I'm like, well, they're going to get blocked in by those guys. This parking lot's designed very horribly. But yeah, these guys right here, this guy, and this guy are all past the line. The yellow truck's the last spot you're supposed to park in. So they're probably going to be blocked in. But either way, I got a spot where I don't think I'm going to be blocked in. So had to move around a little bit to get. But let's see, where was we at? I got my messages all messed up now. Let's see. This one here is about, it's about the best I could do at this point. Because I got free showers here and I really had to get a shower. I parked at Love's last night and I was going to get up and take a shower this morning. And then I was like, yeah, I just want to get on the road. So about midday, I was like, God, I wish I'd have took a shower. Captain Flatbed, GI Man says, Captain Flatbed, my feelings exactly. I avoid truck stops. Yeah, I'm not a fan of like the super big ones, like 500 parking spot ones. And I'm really not a fan of this one, this Love's in particular. It turned into a parking madhouse because there's no truck stops around here for a while. So, Business School Dropout says, I'll pull the sensors after 3 gallons and see if it cleaned the soot off of them. Yeah. Let me know how that goes with that. Skylar Peter says, also, what's the free microwave about? Yeah, I don't know if I seen that sitting in a parking lot. I think it was the day before yesterday. Just somebody left their microwave sitting in a truck stop parking lot. So, if anybody needs one, it's at the, where the hell was that? That was at the Petro in Rochelle, Illinois, if you need one. I just thought it was funny, man. Like, stuff like that always, it just intrigues me. It's like, what the hell are people, like, what happened to that microwave that they just left it like that? If it stopped working, you think you'd at least carry it to a dumpster. I don't know. You want to lose your faith in humanity, hang out at a big truck stop like that Petro over there. Let's see here. Captain Flatbed says, go, yeah, I'll hit a mom and pop quick, but I fuel at TA Petro. All right, yeah. I try to stay at some of the more smaller places, if I know them, like I know that it's a clean place. I don't know, man. It's hard because, sometimes I like rest. It just depends on the area, like Some of these big rest areas they're building are pretty nice. I like that when I can pull in there at 2 in the morning and I know I got a parking spot. Let's see here. GI Transport says, Cash, most people don't realize a 2003 Detroit 14-liter is pre-emission. No EGR. You don't see many 14-liter Detroits without EGR, but they do exist and came from factory without it. Okay, yeah. I was thinking more like 2004. So, yeah, you're probably right. That too, if it was a 2003, it probably didn't have it, now that I think about it. That was like a switchover year. I've heard about that. Captain Flatbed says Detroit 60s are dang tough engines. This name here may throw me. I'm going to try it. Tiger Muskeem. I don't know. Probably screwed that up. Hey, Cash, what's up, man? I appreciate you coming in. The Asian Mai show's in the house. What's up, Asian Mai? Appreciate you coming in. Watched your video earlier. Yeah, that sucks, man. People bullying women out, when they're out there like that. If you need be, man, call me, and we'll go get about 40 people together, and we'll teach them a lesson. Or if you really need help, call me on the burner phone. Just call me on the burner phone. Wait. Statute of limitations don't pass on certain things, so I'm not going to say anything, but yeah. I got you back. Skylar Pierce says, what's up, Asian Ma? How's Jenna doing? Saw your video about those dudes being jerks. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. It really is. Like, I don't know Jenna personally, but she seems like a pretty good person in the videos. She makes me laugh a lot, so yeah. Skylar Peter says, hell yeah, good to hear, man. Yeah, I'm glad she's better. Captain Flatbed says, gotta get that candy on the shelves. Yeah, I mean, I was noticing a lot of loads out of certain areas. And I even seen somebody on YouTube was talking about, like, around the Chicago area, about, like, reefer rates were really good. And I was looking at the same thing, and I'm like, you got Wrigley and Mars and, all those people right there, so. GI Man says, pumpkin load in Michigan to New York for 550 miles. Dang, son. Dang. Tell me you took that. Tell me you got that. Dang, yeah, happy to hear that, man. That's how you do it right there, They're making a killing off of them pumpkins. We got to get our money too, right? Captain Flatbed says, I love my DD15s, no issues. Love my DD16 more, plenty of get over the hill juice. All my trucks have PDI tuners in them, and they really woke up. Better fuel mileage, less gear changes, worth the money. Okay, got to make my second note of the day here. PDI tuners. PDI tuners. I got to check that out. I have thought about getting my truck turned up. My truck's turned down right now. It's at 425. You can go pretty common 455 with these trucks. I thought about having that adjusted. Business School Dropout says the prison gate guard won't let me spend the night on site. Yeah, I don't think you want to spend the night on site, do you? That's one of those things, man. If I'm delivering to a prison, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up right on time. Not a minute early, not a minute late. Get in, get out. Robbie Walker says service is getting bad. I'm gonna run. I hope you have a great week. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in, Robbie. Appreciate everybody coming in. 16 in the house, 13 likes. Hit that like button for me if you don't mind. Consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. Dale Mandel in the house. I think that's the first time I've ever said his name somewhat right, I think. What's up, Cash? Not much. Sitting, you in Mesa, Arizona. Yeah, I'm a ways away. I'm over here in Virginia. Picking up a short run over to Vegas. Not bad. 2,000 round trip, 600 miles. Total miles about 250. 250 fuel, all expenses. Yeah, that's good times. That's good times. That's not a bad rate at all, man. 2,000 on 600. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, to be honest, you could knock that out in a day, and you know, there ain't many gigs out there where you can crush $2,000 a day by yourself, basically. You know, you don't have to have employees, you don't have to have a lot of liabilities, you know, and crush $2,000 a day. Here we go with this parking. See, we got us another one pulled in here. See right here, another one's pulled in here. So before the night's up, there'll be 3 wide right there. There'll be another one. Chance it and try it right there. I stayed here one night when it was snowing last fall, and this parking lot got so stupid. Like the places people were parking. And I mean, I don't know. I don't hate on them because I know the feeling. You know, when you got it, when you want to get off the road and you need to get off the road, you do what you got to do. But yeah, sometimes it's a beast. I hate parking outside of the lines. You know what I mean? I hate blocking somebody in. But you know, again, like I said, you got to get off the road. I'd rather be parked somewhere where I got to get up at 4 a.m. and move out of somebody's way than to you know, fall asleep on the road and take out an innocent family or some crap. So, but yeah, that's good times, Dale. I like that rate, man. $2,000 on 600 miles. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Dale says 60 series, best motor ever built. Yeah, man, there's a lot of people digging those 60 series. I've had experience with 12.7 and the 14. But it was not a fair comparison. I like the 12.7 better because it was more dependable. But to be fair, the 14 liter I had was, you know, it had a ton of miles on it. It was an old beat up ass company truck. So, let's see here. Skylar Peter says the burner phone. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, the key to a burner phone, I've learned when you get rid of a burner phone, the best way to do it is to eat the SIM card, you know, just chew it up and eat it, and take the rest of the phone and take the battery out of it, of course, and, you know, just throw the battery in, you know, recycle it or do whatever you got to do with it. And take the rest of the phone and snap it in half, and as you go over a bridge, throw it in the river. That's the best way to get rid of a burner phone. Just a little advice for you. But, yeah, don't chance that SIM card. Eat that bastard. It makes you strong, too. It's full of vitamins, you know? It's full of vitamins. Dale says, I unloaded at Walmart in Arizona this morning. There was 4 pumpkin trucks waiting to unload with no place to put them. Yeah. Got to get them pumpkins moved, though, man. Like, what is it? A month away? If you ain't sold your pumpkin stock by the end of October, you out of business. DIY Semi in the house. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. Everybody check out DIY Semi. That's a great channel. Great channel. Love Trucker Money on Fridays. That's becoming my new go-to series on Friday. Oh man, Fuego Moto Builds. I think I got that right. Hello, what's up? GI Man says, I put a PDI turbo on my Cat and the lag with the factory turbo completely disappeared. All right, yeah, I got PDI tuner wrote down over there. When I get off here, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look it up because I've been thinking about something for this truck. Um, I don't know. On this, so far on this tank of fuel, let's see here. Let's do some quick math. Everybody loves math. Let's see. I got fuel in Indiana last night, right before I stopped. So this is coming across 70 down 70 to 75 south in Dayton. US 35 through Ohio, West Virginia, then 64 over to 77. So I've pulled some hills with this, but I'm only at 20,000 pounds. So 391.3 miles on 51.6. 7.5. 7.5. So about what I would expect going through the hills. I don't know. I've been sitting here idling for a couple hours. Oh, see. I don't think that would make that big of a difference. Yeah, you take the idle time out of it. Let's take 1.5 off for idling. We'd be at 7.8. So I'm okay with that. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm okay with that. It'll probably go up a little bit in the morning because I get on more on level ground, and the wind was strong today out of the south. So coming across 70, I had it hitting me in the side, and then coming down 35, I was straight into a pretty good wind there. So I'm happy with 7.5, 7.6, somewhere in that ball range. Um, you know, I'm okay with that. It'll go up for the load, dog. By the time I finish this load, it'll probably be up closer to 8 because say I got 120, I got about 330 miles left to go on this load, and a lot of weight's going to come off in about 100 miles. Yeah, it'll level up. Captain Flavor says PDI Tuner is out of George, Utah. Good guys, American company. PDI Big Boss Series. All right, yeah, definitely will check that out. Captain Flatbass says, yeah, I probably made it run cooler too. Skylar Peter says, damn, they start getting tow trucks out in Oregon when they do that. Yeah, they park like um, I don't know. It's like some people don't recognize they're blocking other people in either. That's it's like if one guy parks there, hell, somebody else will park there. Skylar Peter says, though there's much more parking, so there's really no reason for it. Yeah, the way this parking lot is designed is not very good, in my opinion. Like, I feel like there's like a whole nother roll of parking that could be here. Like, I don't know if you can see it, like from the fuel island to about back here where I'm parked. You know what I mean? It's not quite enough room. GI man, no ELD equals not being forced to park places you don't want to. Don't be scared of old trucks. Yeah, no, I got no problem with old trucks. I'm not logging this load I'm on right now. So the logbook has nothing to determine where I park these days. 90% of what I'm hauling is exempt. So not stressing that. It's just there's nowhere to park once you get past here going south. You got a TA that is just as bad as this, and then you got a Flying J and a Pilot at the same exit, and they're both horrible in my opinion. Though yeah, it's one of those like you be real lucky to go in and use the bathroom, and that bathroom's not trashed. Love's goes in the bathroom every 30 minutes. I always say, I feel like the pilot goes in there every 30 days. The employees go in and check it. So at Love's, they go in and they check the bathroom every 30 minutes. At some of these pilots, like I said, I think it's 30 days. They check it every 30 days. And honestly, I wouldn't even go down there and try those when I park, because they were already showing full parking at 5 in the afternoon. So let's see here. GI Man says you need cash to refurb them up front. Yeah, if they need to be done, you gotta have the money to do them. GI Man says, Captain, the turbo is better all around to include being half price off the cat turbo. Full disclosure, I did chat a PDI sale, but it's considerably cheaper nonetheless. Skylar Peters says, planning on moving to Wyoming. How is the trucking market there for local regional jobs or for the owner-operator side? Any good rates? Curious about what areas are good and where to stay away from. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Wyoming is not my go. Maybe there's some people in here that go to Wyoming. I've been to Wyoming about one time in the past, I don't know, maybe 5 years. I went out to Wyoming. I went across Wyoming. Coming back from, I went out to Idaho Falls, got a load of potatoes, and come back across Wyoming earlier in the year. So I couldn't tell you what trucking, what it's like in Wyoming as far as rates and stuff like that. There may be somebody in here. If anybody knows about Wyoming, let Skylar know. That would be a help. 379 W9. I live in Denver. My life sucks, so I don't know. Say hi. 379, you work local there in Denver? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, guys, I've been on here almost an hour. I'm about ready to wrap her up. I appreciate everybody coming in and, conversating, hanging out with me for an hour or so. I'm going to finally got this truck cooled down, so I think I'm going to shut her off, close the curtains, and call it a day, wrap it up. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you, everyone. I do enjoy these lives. Thanks for coming in, Skylar Peters, GI Man, Captain Flatbed, Asian My Show, DIY Semi, Del Mandit, Rodney, Business School Dropout. It's good to hear from you again. I appreciate everybody coming in. It's been a good time. Lolly Sanders with a $5 super chat. I appreciate that. I will spend that wisely. Let's see. K-Save was in the house. Trucker Wild TV. Appreciate all you guys. But I'm going to wrap it up and hop off of here. And till next time, take care of each other out there.